Happy Thursday. I have literally tried probably 3 times to do this video, so something doesn't want me to do it, but whatever. We're going to do it. But I wanted to share real quick, one of the first things that kind of got me paying a lot more attention when I started looking into the Catholic faith that my husband was raised in. And I read his catechism book for several hours that first day. I read a whole lot of stuff. I made a lot of notes in his book. Marked a lot of pages because I wanted to go back and be able to ask questions. So then I got on TikTok, obviously, because you can find anything on here. And so I just put that in the search, basically just, Catholic or Catholicism, just whatever I could find. And I came across Father Mike Schmitz, and he does the Ascension app, and he does reading through the Bible in a year, reading through the Catechism in a year. And so I came across a video of his that said, do you feel like you don't get anything out of Mass? Well, the first time that I went with Jason to Mass, it was like 2 years ago. And I used to be a worship leader at a very contemporary church, and I was pretty proud of that. Absolutely loved it. And so I told him, I was like, well, I'll try it, I'll at least try it, see what happens. So I did. And when we left, I did tell him that. I was like, I just don't feel like I got anything from that. Like, I don't know. It just was very bland, I guess. I don't know. And I felt bad saying that, but then, I was so used to going to a church that was like so much more, animated, I guess. So, and, the funny thing was when they would sing anything and the music would play, I was like swaying back and forth because I can't not move if I hear music. So yeah, there was that, and everybody else was still, and I was like, stick out like a sore thumb in this church. So I went to that video because he had it, on the screen, and I thought, well, that's me right there. So I gotta listen to what he says. And he said, if you've ever said that, or if you've ever heard anybody else say that, this is for you. And he said, good. You're not supposed to get anything out of Mass. And I was so confused, and I was like, what? So I listened further, and he explained, that when you go to Mass or you go to church on Sunday and you're bringing yourself to the Lord, you're bringing all of you, you're bringing everything you have, and it's a sacrifice. It's even a sacrifice to wake up on Sunday mornings, early sometimes too, and to get yourself to church. And God knows that. He knows that you sacrifice certain things to get there, and you sacrifice more sleep if you prefer to sleep. So he said, it's about your sacrifice to him, and he's already sacrificed enough for you. He's already given you his son. He already died and felt the weight of your sin when he was on the cross. And he still did it for you. So when you go, try to have the mindset of, this is me giving back to him. This is my giving back to the Lord. And, and of course, when you receive communion, that's, drawing yourself closer to the Lord too, because you are literally receiving Jesus. And so it just kind of hit me between the eyes, and I finished that video, and then I just cried because I felt so selfish. So I guess I say this to say, if you want to know more about it, just try it. Just go. Have that mindset of, this is me giving back to him. He's done enough for me. The least I can do is go to Mass or go to church and give to him an hour on Sundays, So I have very much felt the conviction of the Lord about me being selfish and wanting to just get and receive and just get all of the things from Sunday at church. wherever I'm going. And it's not about that. I distinctly remember when I started crying, hearing in my mind, which I know had to have been the Lord, say to me, it's not about you. It's about me. And it's always been about me. And it will always be about me. I'm going to love you, and I do love you, and I want to be in communion with you. But this exchange at church is about you coming to give back to me, and it's about me. Keep your eyes on me. So I hope that this helps somebody. If you're struggling with that kind of thought when you go to Mass or you go to church. So y'all have a happy Thursday.